oh, yeah, that's a fish. Dude, they are loaded up on these trees. It's like back-to-back big trees. Yep, yep. They're in there, all right. They're in there. Oh, he came up on this side. Oh, next cast. Holy cow. It's muddy and cold out here today. It's like 35 degrees. You might be able to see some ice still on some of the mud. And I want to go down this channel and kind of explore. So we're not taking the big kayak, just the shallower one, the RVR. I gotta get out in the water. It's so muddy out here. I want to sink in. Gotta get out far enough to get the kayak floating now. Get out of the mud. And the other foot in. Today is January 3rd. Took me 3 days to get in a kayak this year. So I think this is gonna be kind of a fun little exploration. It's deep right here. Oh, oh, oh. Yes. I made casts off the bank over there yesterday, and I just couldn't get to this little area right here. We got ourselves, I think that's a white crappie. Yeah, I think that's a white crappie right there. Oh, I forgot my measuring board. I don't think I'm keeping anything today. Actually, the goal, I've already caught a fish on this little bubbly island stroller. I wasn't gonna use this. I got something else to use. I was gonna try a couple other lures, but I'm just gonna kind of mess around. I want to try to see if I can, how far I can get down that channel. Fish number 2. Oh, that's a little bass. Wow, that happened pretty quick. There's a little bit of current right here. It's like, uh-oh, about to bottom out. Wow, it gets real shallow. I don't want to get stuck. It's like a ½ foot deep. We can just get past all this to get to another deep channel. I want to try to get further down this creek. Well, I hadn't gone very far. I didn't realize it was this close to where it started really opening back up. I think just around that bend is the river. Well, it wasn't quite as I imagined it happening in my mind. I thought I would just find a bunch of fish stacked up. Now I'm down at the river, and I'm thinking about paddling upstream, because just about a ½ mile upstream is another creek, and the current's not that strong. Yes, it would be nice if I was in my pedal drive kayak, but you can still do this kind of things in a paddle kayak. So sometimes I like trying using different kayaks just to, not get too comfortable with one. You can still get out and do a lot of exploring without having the nicest kayak in the world, or the motorized or pedal drive, or oh, fish on. Fish on. Hey, a little spotted bass. Well, I might catch a few bass today. I wasn't planning on fishing for bass, but we might get some now that I'm on the river. I think there'll be more. No, he's a largemouth. There's the bridge. We're trying to get right past the bridge to fish that other creek. Catch a little largemouth. Right off those trees there, so we might actually do some like real bass fishing when we come back down the river. Oh, that was another one. I just had a hit right there. All right, just changed out my battery and we just got up here to that creek. Holy cow. Maybe we just need to do some bass fishing. I don't want to go for bass. Usually this is the hardest time to catch bass. Isn't it a pretty one there though? Look at the colors on that one. There's a stump right there. I threw this little yum dinger right off that stump. My line started swimming out. I'm trying to find these other species and I can't catch them. I guess I'll have to settle for bass. Probably about a 15-incher. Real pretty, colorful. Cold though. Well, I guess we might just go ahead and bass fish slowly. I got a few lures. Didn't bring a lot for that, but they seem to be willing to eat. Oh, there's fish. What was that? That's a little bad. That dude thumped it. That one let me know he hit it. Little guy. He hit it pretty hard though. There we go. Well, another little one. Little ones are hitting hard and the big ones hitting soft. That's the way it goes a lot of times. We got some nice little stretch of logs through here. Maybe we can pick up a few more. So far this yum dinger's holding up. Ooh. Yeah. Oh. I thought he was gonna be bigger. It was like 3 casts after that last fish. They are on these logs. It's crazy. That's about a 12-incher. They're hitting pretty hard for cold, sluggish day. Big tree here. Oh, is that a fish or a branch? Got several branches on it. Oh, yeah. That's a fish. Dude, they are loaded up on these trees. It's like back-to-back big trees. Nothing, we haven't gotten any of the bigger ones except for that first one back at that creek. Another good solid 12-incher. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna take that yum dinger off. We're gonna flip it around. We got several more limbs coming up that look really good. Just flip it around and put it back in there. Gotta be a 1 or 2. I mean, they're probably in there, but I'm hoping to. Oh, yep. They're in there, all right. They're in there. Oh, he came up on the other side. That's not a bad one there. Get in here. At least a 14-incher. The bridge is right up there. I caught one right at the beginning, then one. It was this 5, I think. That's 5 or 6 bass just in a little quarter-mile section. Oh, that's good. Ah, it's pretty good. Man, they fighting a lot harder than I thought they'd be fighting today. Another probably 15 incher, 14 to 15 incher at least. They are in these trees thick. This is a lot of fish caught, it seems like, for 35-degree day. Nice. And there's a bunch more trees right here. There could be, I don't know, no telling how many fish are in this stuff. And you know, when I catch one, I imagine that there's several more in that area that just aren't biting. But the ones that I've been catching going down through here, it's like as soon as it hits the bottom, they're nope, there's one. They're there. Like that right there. He thumped it. It hit the bottom and he just thumped it. If I fished it really, really slow, that's when you can really, you might be able to catch a whole lot more if you just sit here. About 11, 12 incher. But I'm just, like I said, I'm just gonna drift through and keep catching. This is, I can't believe how many bass I've caught today. Oh man, I didn't even know that one was on there. I thought my line was moving or something. I just set the hook and it was a fish. Oh, next cast. Holy cow, this is insane. $13, 14 incher. Next cast. Well, I got a little fire going, and I kind of just wanted to see how hard it would be to get a little fire going. Let's say I fell in the water and I was getting kind of warm right there, and I was far from, you know, getting back. Even now, if I had to paddle back, it would take me 20 minutes. That would be pretty cold. But what I would probably do, the fire, you know, I realized I need a little bit more stuff for, I had a little fire starter. And it took a minute to kind of get it going. I need a little bit better fire kit probably. But I carry a first aid kit and I carry a dry bag with me in the winter. And I just want to go over what I got in here. My battery died, so I pulled over the bank right after I caught those back-to-back fish. So we got a little bit more fishing to do. But part of being out here in the winter is being prepared and being careful. And so I was gonna pull up here and eat lunch, brought me some food. Got a Mountain Dew, got a couple of waters. So in my dry bag here, I got a fire starter. That fire feels pretty good too. It's warming me up here. I got a change of clothes. This is like long johns. It's like a top and a bottom that are like a dry fit, like winter clothes. So, and I keep them in another like dry bag. So if I was soaking wet, I would take all my clothes off and put a dry, just like leggings and a top, and that would make a huge difference there. Just getting out of the wet clothes, getting into something dry, and they're a little warmer. Got a first aid kit. It's got a bunch of, you know, it's nothing crazy. I'm not probably the best prepared. There's better kits out there, but it's definitely good to have something. I got some rope, and it looks like an extra pair of socks in there. I'll probably add a little bit more stuff in there, but it's nice. I like to be able to have it in a nice, easy to go bag. I can throw it on whatever kayak I'm in. I keep it in my truck, and like, so if I got in the kayak, whatever kayak, I can just throw it in that kayak, and I have that with me. You know, just have a little bit of caution and a little bit of safety with me. So let me eat. I've got some good stuff today. Cheese and crackers and some little meat. And then we're gonna catch a few more fish, I think. I'm gonna retie a couple lures and we'll get back after it. It's been turned from what turned out to be a really weird start to a really good day of fishing here. This fire was a lot easier to get going because it was really dry out here. That kind of helped out. Oh, where's something? Well, we got another fish. Another crappie. Not a bad one. Little trout magnet crappie. I think our first fish we caught was a crappie, and this may be the last one. The goal was to catch crappie, was one of the main goals. So we caught, you know, one at the beginning, one at the end. Bunch of bass in between, which that was very unexpected. Man, I had a fun day. I guess my ending message is never stop adventuring and exploring. Because even if I didn't catch fish, it's always worth going out and exploring new places to meet. And I get so much joy out of that. Then when you do come across fish, it's even more fun. So I was not expecting all those largemouth bass. That was definitely the opposite of what thought I was gonna get. I thought I was gonna get crappie and bluegill and maybe white bass or yellow bass or skipjack, but no, largemouth were hitting good. I wish I had more time to go fish for largemouth, but that's the end of the day. I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching.